What up, guys? Today I wanted to check out Nayuta's Bond story, but time to do some summons per usual. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm still a bit brain dead from this weekend doing the whole event story that took like an hour or two, and then the damn new campaign chapters took like 6 hours to stream, bro. Jesus Christ. Come on. Honestly, I can't even ask for anything from these free summons anymore. I got fucking Nayuta. Alright, anyways, let's just go into this. Alright, where is she? Oh, here she is. I expect this to probably be either on Whaley or, like, I don't know, somewhere else. Yeah, on top of Whaley. Riding atop Whaley. We head towards Reptilian's house and enter a complex tunnel. After what feels like an endless stretch underground, we emerge back outside. Huh? There's a field here too? No way, are we back where we started? Nay, that is not so. Behold the corner of the field. Doth it not appear somewhat different unto thee? I guess. Harmonizer hath tilled many a field upon the back of the white giant, and this is but one thereof. Well, it looks like we're lost again. Thus it is. Shall we take a brief respite ere we proceed? From this height, the surface doth appear most fair. What is she talking about? Bad sense of direction. We decide to rest for a moment and get our bearings. Nayuta walks up to me. Pray, dost thou have but a moment, great hero? Sure. At long last do I meet thee, great hero, of whom I had only heard in tales. Yet so many events have arisen that I deem we have not yet discoursed as we ought. Wilt thou grant me but a moment of thy time? It's only because you keep getting lost. Ha! 'Tis but meet that thou shouldst think thus. I told the others that I'll be back shortly. Then take a seat across from Nayuta at a suitable spot. What do you want to talk about? Ha ha, thou venturest straight to the matter. Prithee, haste thee not. Verily, all things in this world follow their ordained course. But we need to hurry to Reptilians. Great hero, how dost thou view thyself? 'Tis but a continuation of our discourse from erewhile. Nayuta, am I human? This humble one knows not whether thou art human or some being beyond. Is that of import? Of course it is. How so? Whether thou art a rapture, a Nikke, a human, a heretic, or aught else, thou art still thyself. That changeth not the deeds thou hast done, the purpose thou pursuest, nor the task thou must fulfill. Is it then of great importance of thee how others see thee in this regard? By the way, this was in the last couple of chapters of the campaign. I believe it was 39 and 40 when this happened, so yeah, in case you haven't watched that, you should probably go watch that right now so you can have context. What thou constitute I? A matter most curious, verily. Many discourses thereupon have arisen since the days of yore. You told me not to get too caught up in it, right? 'Twas to caution thee against sinking alone into idle musing. If there be one with whom to share discourse, then thou art not thus buried in thy own musings. And the words I spake ere now were for thine ears and thine ears only, great hero. Great hero, what dost thou behold in this humble one? I'm not sure. Ha! Is it so? 'Tis true, as our acquaintance is yet in its tenderest infancy. Nayuta rises from her seat and stretches out an arm as though to guide the way. Will thou walk a while with me? There be a few inquiries I would fain put to thee. I'll lead the way. I walk around the field with Nayuta. In the distance, I can see the surface between the clouds. Wow. As if noticing my gaze, Nayuta stops walking. Ha ha, thou art wholly entranced by the view. Nayuta comes over and stands next to me. Great hero, what sayest thou of this sight? Well, following Nayuta's gaze, I look out at the vast surface stretching before us. Oh my god, I'm blinded! I think it's beautiful. Kinda feels like a breath of fresh air, I guess. Is that so? To one such as I? Nayuta follows my gaze and looks down at the surface. 'Tis most unsightly, and it feeleth as though mine own heart were pressed in a cruel vice. How so? Thou, 'tis perchance hard to credit, as thou beholdest me. I am, in very sooth, a being of great age. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. I won't be a dick this time. That is to say... Nayuta turns to look at me. I yet recall the surface, as it were in days of yore, and how this world was one wrought. For instance, Nayuta points to a distant forest. Beyond that forest, should one travel some 1,000 miles hence, there lieth a bustling city, filled with edifices, with folk, and with horseless carriages. Oh my god, how old is she? Oh, she's talking about cars, I'm stupid. Verily, a city of common sort, possessing naught of distinction. And some 100 of miles beyond that, yet another city. And past that, another still. This world, verily, was one brimmed with light and bountiful. Do you miss the past? Men are, alas, frail and feeble of heart. And in sooth, Nikkes, who erst were mortal, are no less in this regard. To yearn for days of yore, to mourn that which hath been lost, and to crave its return. Is this not the manner of men? And yet... Heaven's mercy, I nigh let slip a careless word once more. I pray thee, disregard my last utterance. 'Twas not but amusing, that a man's true nature changeth scarcely ever. Great hero, in what matter dost thou intend to contend with the maleficent beast quartet? I'll have a conversation with them. A discourse? Yeah, I'll talk to them. And convince them to join our side. Verily, dost thou deem it feasible? I guess so. Oh? Wherefore dost thou seek discourse? Other ways there are aplenty. The simplest perchance, of course, is to quell them by force. With the might of those maidens at thy side, 'tis well within thy power to bring it about. I'll do it if I need to. We've already done it once before. But for now, I'm keeping it as a last resort. Wherefore? To have the opposition submit ere discourse is a stratagem oft employed, and verily an efficacious one. You're not wrong. But I don't think it'll turn out well in the long run. Also, I don't think it's necessary to go all out at the moment. Is that so? That is thy way. Nayuta resumes her slow gait. Shall we tarry a while longer? 'Tis long since I last partook in such discourse, and verily it doth gladden my heart. As she says that, Nayuta begins retracing her steps. I said I'd lead the way. Nayuta and I stroll slowly on top of Whaley. Of thy reason I have heard. Yet, prithee, wherefore hast thou resolved to hold discourse with the maleficent beast quartet? Well, at Nayuta's question, I retrace my memories. Just because. Yeah, good answer. In sooth, sayest thou there be no cause? I'd say it's more like... I briefly explained to Nayuta what happened with the four beasts. Actually, they were the ones who wanted to talk first. They heard that conversation is the cornerstone of evolution. A wise sentiment indeed. By such pronouncements wert thou swayed? Yeah. But I thought it was the right thing to do. To be precise, I thought I could persuade them. Methinks I do not perceive thee more clearly, great hero. Oh, what do you think of me? Thou art one who taketh pleasure in smiting maidens in jest, and in making acquaintance with them beyond what need requireth. That's not Rappy. God damn it, Rappy snitched on us. Wouldn't thou deny it so? Well, she's not wrong, I guess. Verily, ere I was aware, mine own heart had yielded itself unto thee. Why's that? I deem it not begotten solely of thy utterances of the other forerunners. Methinks 'tis rather born of having beheld the speech and comportment of the maidens that do attend thee. You mean Mattis and Rappy? So it is, yet the other maidens are included nonetheless. Nayuta stops and turns to face me. I too do possess some knowledge touching the history of the Ark. And right well do I know how the Nikkes are entreated. Oft hath mine eyes beheld how those who name themselves commanders do deal with them. When first I heard the tale from the Forerunner maidens, I believed it not that one such as thee could verily exist. Thus did I resolve to behold it with mine own eyes. So, is that why you've been wandering around, looking for me? Haha, not for that cause alone, though in part it was indeed so. Huh? Haha, my most humble apologies. 'Twas a slip of the tongue. 'Tis but one among many reasons, verily. At any rate, to meet thee here atop the white giant, and share such words as these. Verily, the workings of faith doth surpass all understanding. Fate. Verily, betwixt thee and the maidens doth exist a bond most strong, and such a bond doth stand as testament to the depth of thine affections for one another. Having beheld this, I too do find myself unawares placing my trust in thee. Thanks. I hath strayed from the path of our tale. Yet, in sooth, the answer lieth in that. Thou art a man of vast capacity. Therefore, it is by reason thereof that thou art able to choose such a course. Verily thy approach doth stand as the truth and righteous path. Of this, at least, I remain most assured. Yet one cannot always take the righteous way. To be righteous oft doth bring inefficiency, and inefficiency maketh it more likely that thou shalt fail to attain thine aims. Then what if I try again? If there be no second chance, and if the stake be this world itself, then the matter differeth, doth it not? What's your goal, Nayuta? It differeth not from thee, yet my path mayhap lies otherwise. And what way would that be? Methinks we have strayed far afield. 'Tis time we make our return. As she says so, Nayuta walks towards Whaley's head. Oh! By yielding myself onto the course of nature, I find myself returned hither. Is it not most wondrous? Well, that's because we went back the way we came! Surely not. This time I had hoped to journey to place mine eyes near yet beheld. Ha ha, what doth it matter? As I spake but now, to wander whither mine feet leadeth me is my role. Well, our company goeth by the name of the Forerunners, is it not? Yeah, true that. By the way, you said the pioneers told you about me? Hey, verily I have beheld thee also. You saw me? 'Tis one of Personet's Lycesius paintings. She's talking about the fucking hentai manga that Rapunzel was drawing. Look at her face! I know what you are. So wondrously lifelike that portrayal that mine heart was ensnared unwittingly. Can we please stop talking about the paintings? Why did Rapunzel show her that too? How many people has she showed that to? Ha ha ha. Nayuta leans down to examine the vegetables growing in the garden. Apart from the tale that thou and Scarlet did partake of compost, I have verily heard many a tales of thee from the Forerunners. What'd they say about me? Well, clearly they showed her a porn magazine, so... how should I utter it? Ah, verily. Nayuta averts her eyes from the vegetables and straightens up. The Forerunner spake thus. Thou art one who goeth about sowing seeds. Sowing seeds? I told you to stop talking about the paintings. I'm gonna click the second one. Ha 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 ha. Nay, 'twas but a metaphor. Such was not mine intent. Yeah, right, bro. That's a metaphor too? Mine meaning is thus. Thou sowest seeds of hope for the morrow. I am but a fool, and know not what thoughts dwell within thee. Yet, by the tales from the Forerunner maidens, 'tis plain thou dost prepare for more than merely staying the rapture's advance. Well, we've got a lot to do. First, we need to reclaim the surface. To do that, we'll have to fight the raptures. I think persuading the four beasts will help. And then... Speakest thou of young Lady Marian? You ever met her? Nay, but the Forerunners have spoken of her, though but briefly. They say thou and she share a bond most tender. Yeah, something like that. Ah, so it seems. Why, what's wrong? Nay, 'tis of no great import. I did but hope fortune may favor me. Yet 'tis plain thy heart hath found another. Alas, my heart is sore cast down. What? You're terrible at skirting the truth, aren't you? Was it apparent? Nayuta claps her hands behind her back and once again moves off somewhere. Wait, where are you going? Ought we not now to make our return? The others await us. It's that way. I point in the exact opposite direction where Nayuta is headed. Ah, I had nigh lost my way once more. 'Tis most fortunate indeed that thou art here, great hero. Come on, follow me. Very well. We walk for a bit and soon spot our companions waiting in the distance. I thank thee for indulging my whims. 'Tis little enough to repay thee. But hast aught thou wouldst inquire of me, great hero? So, how was your little test? Do I seem trustworthy to you now? Ha ha ha, verily thou art a man of great valor. My paltry stratagem could not beguile thee. You didn't even try to hide it. Ay, I would fain know the matter of person thou art, and verily thy answers to my queries surpass all that I did imagine. I see. Forsooth, to behold is to believe. Whereupon, in turn, I shall ask thee once more, what dost thou behold of this humble one? To be honest, I still don't really know. Ha ha, then shalt thou in time come to know this humble one. Verily, this matter hath forged a bond betwixt thee and me. Alright, let's meet Levi and Ziz first, and then figure out what to do next. That is indeed a most excellent notion. Nayuta begins walking ahead towards the group. Great hero, in this brief discourse of ours, knowest thou the moment I deem most wondrous? When was it? 'Twas not but the moment when I, having strayed upon a wrong path, was bidden to follow thee as thou walkest ahead. Really? Verily, thou knowest full well the heart of a maiden. Oh no. Nayuta slows her pace slightly. Great hero, should I misstep again, perchance in the furthest morrow, I pray thee, guide my steps aright. Sure thing. Pray thee, ponder with great diligence ere thou dost reply. What if thou findest thyself astray on mine account? Don't worry, I'm good with directions, and even if we do get lost, we can just wander around together. So it is. I am greatly beholden. Darest near have words more comforting graced mine ears. Really? Maybe it's time you learn how to read a map. I'll do the second one. Ha ha ha. Nayuta laughs and leads the way. I shall count on thee henceforth, great hero. Hey, be it whichever humble servant I am. Oh, I guess we don't really understand that she has multiple copies, but she kind of alludes to right there. Wait, dude, this was actually fire in my opinion. Yeah, I really like this. This held what the fuck is happening to my screen? My Nayuta's dead. My Nayuta's dead. No. Can I get another clone of Nayuta, please? Mine, I think she died. I'm gonna leave this here, bro. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck happened? God damn it, I was totally in serious mode, and then it just brought me out of it. God damn it. Anyways, I really like that Bond story. It tied in to the last two chapters that were released the last time. I believe, like I said before, was 39 and 40, when we were on top of Whaley trying to catch up with Ziz and Levi, right? And very interesting how it showed that little discussion we had with Nayuta about what we really are, or what the commander really is, because, I mean, without going into too more details, you know, that power that we got from the Queen coming up is very broken from the current campaign where she's talking and she's invisible. What the fuck is this? Oh man, I was talking, bro. You fucking throwing off my groove. Anyways, but yeah, from the new chapters in the campaign, the powers that we have are very broken. I'll just leave it at that, I suppose. But yeah, this was very enjoyable. Very interesting that she brought up fucking Rapunzel's porn manga that she drew. Rapunzel's just showing everybody on the surface that, man. Like, what? Come on, man. Is she making fucking copies? She's gonna distribute them in the Ark next time she's at the outpost. Like, what the hell? That's like a side hustle for her or something. But anyways, yeah, I really did enjoy that. Very interesting. There was a lot of lore implications that she implied there, especially about her straying the path and asking if we were willing to write her when we see her stray the path. I wonder if that's a hint. Stop talking when you're invisible, man. You're freaking me out. God damn it. Anyways, with this Bond story, by the way, I really think, especially looking at Siren's Bond story, they should have just made up a Bond story of Siren meeting us for the first time. Because of how the campaign, how she met us, it was just normal. So like, they could have just made up an advise with her and the commander, of just, like, I don't know, describing the first meeting, or the commander asking her questions about her past, or like how she feels about meeting up with Cindy finally after all these years. Like, they could have just made something like that rather than how Siren's Bond story is currently, where she just like by herself and does like nothing. I don't know, that's what they should have done. At least moving forward, that's what they should do, especially if they're not going to do anything special of how they're going to meet us in the campaign, right? Siren just showed up with Cindy and was like, alright guys, we're here, nothing special. So I feel like the Bond story could have been made something like that, but whatever, what do I know? Anywho, I think that is it. By the time this comes out, I will probably be, be getting ready to stream. I'll be at work, but when I get home, I'll stream. It'll be around like 3:30 to 4-ish PST for me. So I'll be doing Liberalio summons then. That is when it should all drop. Unless something goes horribly wrong, which hopefully not, but I'm not gonna lie, I have a really bad feeling that I might get shafted, because currently I've been getting really lucky with the summons, especially with Nayuta. I guess Jill was kind of a cooldown for me. I don't think I got extremely lucky on Jill, but I also didn't get extremely shafted, so it was like average. But for Nayuta, I feel like I got pretty lucky, so let's hope I don't get railed tomorrow, but I don't know if I can really be asking for a lot because I got Nayuta on the free single. Alright, well anyways, I think that's enough yapping from me. Let me know what you guys think about Nayuta's Bond story right here, and I'll catch you guys later.